Hey, good evening and welcome to Volume 7 of Dealmakers of Comic Art. I'm your host, Will Gabrielle, and we're back. Excited to bring original art onto your screen and into your home. Our format is simple. Two Dealmakers will each present 10 fresh pieces of artwork for sale to be claimed by you. Before we begin, there are some new rules we'll need to go over. Dealmakers will showcase a total of 20 pieces. Each Dealmaker presents artwork in segments. Each segment highlights 3 pieces of artwork for sale and lasts about 2 minutes. The final segment will highlight just 1 piece of art. It's easiest to claim artwork while it's being presented, but can be claimed anytime during this live event. To claim artwork, type claim, the piece number, and the dealer. For example, claim 3 Bechara, claim 7 Glen. This episode, artwork will range from $300 to $12,000 and everywhere in between. And there will be a rundown at the end of the show for unclaimed art. After that, any remaining unclaimed artwork will be available for 24 hours following this live event on Dealmakers of Comic Art's Facebook page. The address is up there. We will put it up again at the end. Viewers are welcome to claim through Dealmakers' Facebook page, but again, it's best to claim during this live event. And then if you claimed artwork, we have Bechara and Glen's contact. And again, artwork, any unclaimed will be available for 24 hours on the Facebook page. So let's get started and bring in our Dealmakers. Recently returning from Comic Art Con in New Jersey, Angelino Glen Brunswick of Panel Page Art brings his quick wits and savvy social media presence here to make deals. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, buddy, it's great to see you in New Jersey, and you know it's fun to be doing these shows again. You know, like it's fun to be doing this show, but it's also fun to do the shows in person with people. And you know, last a few weeks ago I did San Jose, and then it's just really nice to get out there and you know, I mean, I love that we have this format for when things go bad, but you know. But it's
hopefully it's not just when things go bad, but
no, of course not.
We'll take it.
Well, I'm glad we're changing it up, and it's no longer a competition between me and Bechara, because I didn't want to get my ass kicked every week by Bechara. So you know, I'm glad you listened to my my input here, and it's going to be less of a competition and more of a kumbaya with great art.
This is a triad. We all help each other out. So let's bring in Bechara, a fixture at many conventions throughout the U.S. and internationally. Let's welcome back Bechara Maalouf of Nostalgic Investments. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I know I've been out of the scene for a couple of months.
Yeah. You know, you have been out of commission for a good chunk of the summer. What's been going on?
Yeah. No, after a year of nonstop, you know, the site and everything else, it was time to spend time with the family. And my daughter graduated college, thank God, and my son graduated high school. So I promised we would spend a lot of time together, my wife and my children and other family members. So
did you manage to go around the globe in 80 days like the movie, as you promised?
Practically. We did leave the country for a while, and that was an adventure, just trying to get out of this country, even though I love this country and I spend most of my time here.
He only had 65 days to go around, so he didn't have to get all the way around the world.
Yeah, but I'm back. I'm launching Fridays again next week, and you know, Spotlight Monday the week after, and then the Wednesdays the week after that. So things are going to go back to normal. So
good.
That would be nice. Yeah.
So I have one other party to welcome to the show, and that is you, the viewer. Thanks for coming back. We hope you're going to continue to come back. We hope that you have subscribed already to our YouTube channel and that you hit the like button. So, hey everybody. But let's get started. We're going to keep the show moving. That's one thing that I promised these guys. We're going to be a little quicker. So Bechara, you are up first, my friend. And I think we have a little snafu on the first piece. We apologize for that. We don't have a slide for that. So Bechara is just going to hold it up and describe it to us.
Okay. Tales of the Zombie by Mr. Alcala, pencils and inks. A pretty awesome page, and it's priced at $7.95. He's, I mean, Alcala inks, Alcala pencils are extremely sought after, especially when he works on this this style of horror and suspense and Conan, and the Conan collectors will recognize his style and love his work on Conan. But the zombie work is extraordinary, and these early '70s pieces, he's not Wrightson, but he's not that far away.
No, he's
So-
quite a master, and the truth is, like, these pages are, I mean, they're like still really reasonable. I mean,
They're
for
very reasonable.
what you get in terms of
Right, $7.95 for
mastery, artistic mastery.
macabre, if you look at each panel, I mean, he's great, and I don't have to oversell him. The people that follow that early '70s great artists, the Collettas, the Wrightsons, the Nestor Redondos,
And with Walking Dead pages selling for $10,000 a piece, this is slightly cheaper.
Slightly cheaper, yes. So
It just doesn't have a TV show.
So there you go for the first one.
Let's see what else you have for us.
Yes.
And we have slides.
There we go. There we go. This is actually the end page for the story. I had a page up before that was snapped up pretty quickly, and this actually, it's a story where his daughter, Ant-Man's daughter, drops the ring in the down the drain, and this is the culmination of what ultimately happens, and joy is brought back to the world, and Layton, Layton pages, Layton pencil, Layton inks, very sought after. Ant-Man pages, wonderful. I mean, it's a wonderful page and at a nice little price point where somebody will be quite happy with this page. So here you go, another offering for less than $1,000 for those of us that like quality at a low price. All right, we're going to be doing 3 at a time, I think. Is that correct?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Segment is 3.
All right, I mean, I'm a big Zatanna fan, so anything with Zatanna and Green Arrow, I'm all about. So I've been saving this up and enjoying my Dillion art. Being a DC fan, Zatanna works for me real well. So and also those few panels with Green Arrow. I mean, shooting off the arrows, it's coming at you, that 3D effect. It's I'm quite happy to have a page like this and to offer it up for under $1,000 also. So so another page in that price point where people should be happy, that early '70s period. I mean, it's looking, after the prices of the '90s, these things like this are looking quite affordable. So and a good value. So there you go. My first 3 offerings,
all under 1,000.
Yeah,
No,
if that
good
page had been
collection.
drawn in the '90s, it'd be $2,000.
at least. It depends who drew them, right?
But I like the fact that you had a little bit of variety in there. And everyone is correct. That is Dick Dillon. That was a typo by our producer, who is not a full-time avid art collector, so he doesn't know all the spellings. But
yeah, it was Dick Dillon.
It happens.
Right.
So, Glenn, this is your first segment. Let's see what you have.
All right. So everybody that collects comic art needs to have a Gil Kane item in their collection. He is one of the top masters of the medium, and this is one of his Starhawks dailies. But what's neat about this page, in spite of the fact that it is a daily, it is on a 11 by 17 board. So it is huge. It is the same size as a Sunday. So for the price of a daily, $300, you get a drawing that is Sunday size, even though it's a Monday edition of Sunday or something like that. But at any rate, you've got great panel progression here. The second panel kind of reminds me a lot of Warlock, and although he used marker for these things, this is from 1979, so it hasn't faded yet and shows no signs of fading whatsoever. So for $300, you get a really terrific example of Gil Kane's Starhawks at one of the peak points in his career. So
and you just answered Marcus's question as he was posing it: markers or ink.
Right. So okay, so that's my first item. My second item is a Justice League Unlimited page by Gordon Purcell. Gordon pretty much studied at the Bruce Timm School of Animation Art here, because these panels really look like that looks like Bruce Timm to me. But,
they look like the animated show. Yeah,
they really do. This is like a 4-panel page. It's $350. You've got really good character inclusion here, and it's just a really fun page at a $350 price point. So that is my number 2 item.
I like the fact they put Booster Gold on there.
Exactly. I mean, what's life without Booster Gold?
Exactly.
And then we are at my third page here by Herb Trimpe. This is a villain page. It's almost a half splash. You've got the just a beautiful shot of the Wrecker here by Trimpe. This is from Iron Man 251, and it's a $500 page. Just a phenomenal example of the Wrecker here. So, and that would be my my third installment for my three opening salvo.
Your first segment is complete, and I'll just remind everybody, as Nick just did, to please hit the like button, thumbs up, or even if you hit the thumbs down, apparently that does something too. And follow us on Facebook, please, and subscribe. Now your turn, Bechara.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. So I figured to bring out time-wise appropriately.
Master of Kung Fu.
Shang-Chi. Took my kids last week to the movie, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. So that was a good thing. When my kids like the Avengers and the Marvel movies, actually, and the DC movies, it works for me. So this is a wonderful page. It's a Zeck page, and if you didn't notice, this actually has his father in it and Fu Manchu. So if you didn't recognize Fu Manchu, it's a battle with his father and Fu Manchu. So at 1400, somebody should enjoy this page. When it retells, has a little bit of his youth, and especially if you've seen the popularity of that movie worldwide, it's pretty astounding. So I figured to bring one out at this time and offer it up by the wonderful Zeck, and especially with Fu Manchu, a little battle scene with his dad. Why not? So there you go.
Signed.
And it's signed, yes. A little bonus action.
Bonus action. I like that.
Next one. I tried to pull out a page with by Aparo. I love Aparo. I love Batman. I'm a DC and Marvel guy. I guess I cover everything in my collection. But that last shot, walking away with the cape, it's a wonderful page. 4 out of the 5 panels well represented. Aparo. Yeah. What more can I say about Aparo that hasn't already been said?
Batman's in every panel. Even the panel 2 has his hand.
Yeah. It's a little bit of it, but having him in every panel like that, especially the last 2 panels, are just,
Well, the other nice thing is
nice.
it's a part 2. It's a chapter. It's a title chapter.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of the added little bonus.
Little bonus.
Yeah. So, Aparo and Batman fans, somebody will like that. Next page, I have to bring out a Kirby
nice.
every once in a while, and usually every other show I bring out a Kirby, or every show nowadays.
Yeah.
Half Splash. This price is not going to change. I'm just telling you. This I noticed I put on like 2,400. I don't think I can replace this at all. A Half Splash by Jack, and the Days of the Mob, with all the work done, early 70s. This good looking, at that price point, I know somebody will at some point will grab this up.
I think it's worth saying that Vince Colletta did a heck of an inking job on this piece. Like that's a really, really great job by him.
And I just want to clarify. You said this great looking page. You don't mean the gangsters on it. You mean the page just as a Kirby example. I got you. Okay.
Right. Artistically, I mean, all the work that he did on this.
Yeah, there's some really expressive pieces.
It's also it's actually wider. There's more art than you realize. It's pretty wide compared to
regular page.
It's like an inch wider. Yeah.
The amount of art on it is a nice bonus also. So there you go. The next 3, little variety and a Kirby thrown in.
Got it. I like the variety. And I just saw Shang-Chi this afternoon. I thoroughly enjoyed it as well. I didn't want to wait any longer and get any spoilers. That would have been terrible. You're up, Glenn. Segment number 2.
So, What If seems to be flying off the shelves these days. Very, very hot title, obviously, because Marvel has What If. And here we have What If 23. And the idea is that Aunt May was bitten by the radioactive spider when she brings Peter his lunch to the science exhibit. And if you look at the last panel, you can see she avoids the car in quite the same way that Peter did. And what's neat about this is it really feels like this is by Alan Cooperberg, and it really evokes the feel of that that first story in Amazing Fantasy 15. And it's just a lot of fun to have Aunt May be the one to get the spider powers. This page, because it's her origin page, is $750, which I think is a bargain, and just a phenomenal page from 1980. Alan Cooperberg, What If 23.
That Angelino accent went out the door and became your old New York accent for a second there.
No. All the gangsters here in Los Angeles talk that way.
Okay.
You're so wrong, Will. Okay, and now here's something really neat. Maybe your scan is better than my trying to show it since this is pencil. But this is the prelim to Spider-Man 541 by Ron Garney. Sort of the return to the black costume, back in black. It's $950, and what's really neat about this piece is it's full size. Most prelims you see are sort of like 8.5 by 11, the size of a comic book, but this is a full size prelim. I guess he just decided like the pose was going to be a little bit different, so he didn't use this exactly, but it's $950. Ron Garney, and it's from 2007.
And you have a claim on that one.
Alrighty. Thank you, Rich.
With part-time deal maker Rich Donnelly. Hey,
there
Rich.
We are. Good job, Rich. That's a great piece. You're gonna like that.
Oh, and Nick came in right behind that. Sorry, Nick. We do appreciate the you leading the likes. We really do appreciate that. Seriously.
And my next piece here is by Joe Bennett, Spider-Man Unlimited 16. Bennett is like really known for has really sort of become a fan favorite with Immortal Hulk, and this is a very, very early page by him. But what's nice is it has a half splash with Spidey doing his flipping, and it's just a really, really great progressive page. Nice Spider-Man content. This is a $1,500 page, and it's from 1997. It's from the 90s, in case I need to remind all of you that it's from the 90s, and the 90s are hot, I hear. So it's not a Dick Dillion page, but it is a 90s Spider-Man half splash. And there we are.
Again, I like the selection. Although it was all Marvel, but I still like the selection. I just wonder. Some people were commenting about if Cooperberg hadn't drawn that story, but I just wonder. You know, Spidey's known for his quick wits and his sort of taunting when he fights. I wonder if Aunt May like kind of scolds people if she were to fight. That's just my random thought. But please, Bechara.
I think we have a claim of number 6 also.
We do. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it.
And Bechara, you are up with your next 3.
Okay. This is actually a pretty large piece by Colan, and it's really, if you look at the detail on this and what's going on, the transformation and the in-depth detail, it's pretty awesome. If you're a Dracula fan and you're a Gene Colan fan, this pencil piece is pretty large, pretty in-depth. Pretty stunning. Just to show you the size of it, here's a regular. Let me see if I can get this pictured right.
Pull back, and you might be better. Just pull back a little bit. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Right there.
It's a good size. So that's how, you know, compared to a regular page, 15 by 10. There's a lot of detail. It's pretty tight, and you know, I just, you know, I'm a big fan of this piece because it's, you know, I've owned it for a while and have enjoyed it for a while. So there you go. It's available for somebody's collection, and it's nice, and it frames up well, as I can attest to. Next one is an Avengers page by Don Heck, but and actually it's a page that I sold some time back and got back because of the Black Widow. She's prominently featured, and we know how hot a character she is, and not just because of her movie, but just because of her time spent in the Marvel universe. And these pages, I've sold another 2 from my site recently. I'm like, Avengers Heck. They used to be a lot more reasonable, I know, but they still seem undervalued for 60s large art Avengers, and especially when you have her prominently featured. You don't get to have her featured that often like this. So and also you've got
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. Thank you, Hawkeye, of course.
It's late, folks. This is like getting near Bechara's bedtime. So I'm halfway serious with that.
So you know, Hawkeye had been chasing her around for a while, and finally it worked out, and then it didn't work out. So there.
And Aaron, you are correct. It is Heck Pencils and Inks. I think we took that off of there. If we normally put the pencil and inker, and if we just have the one, it means they did both. It's just
this is the best page. This is the best page I have from this book, and it's not often you have an early Trimpe page with action that's this good you know, and I've been looking for pages like this for decades. This is clearly the best page in the book, and at this price point, you know, it's I yeah, I don't know what to say. When I'm looking at prices in auctions recently, in the last few years, and especially the last few auctions, I'm like, wow, a page like this. If I was a Hulk collector or a Marvel collector, I'm like, I want pages like this. And at these price points, they don't seem unreasonable. Let's put it that way. And considering everything that's going on, so I figured I'd break out a really nice Hulk page in action, Trimpe, and that Trimpe Severin combination, wonderful. I mean, just wonderful. So if I was doing this all over again, this is a page that I would pick out myself out of the group that I've shown you so far. So, all right, I'm good.
No, I have to agree. I've had a few when they were much cheaper. I bought some complete Hulk stories, and that is a standout page. This is your third segment, Glenn.
All right. So here we have a great pinup by Alex. I hope I can pronounce his name right. Saviuk. At any rate, his stuff is getting snapped up a lot these days, and this is a great Peter Parker in action for the Daily Bugle photographer, and pinup is $1,800. It's from 1987, and just a phenomenal piece. Here's the original art looks like, signed by Saviuk at the bottom, and day in the life, Peter Parker.
And that is a pinup, not a splash, correct?
That is a pinup, yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So that is my first foray here. Then we have this phenomenal 2006 cover by the very underrated but phenomenal Cameron Stewart, who took over from Darwin Cook on Catwoman and seamlessly continued. I didn't even realize there was a change in artists, and it's really hard to follow Darwin Cook, but Cameron Stewart is really fantastic. Here you have a great 2006 cover. Frankenstein has Hawkeye in his clutches. There's a little bit of a glare here because the logo is on an overlay, but the art is just phenomenal. And this is a $2,500 cover. You know, with 90s covers going for the kind of money that they're going for, this is like a mid-2000s cover. In a few years, this is going to be perceived to be just a huge bargain to get a cover with this great content like this. So that is my second item. And then my third item is a Romita Senior 1975 cover with all the Avengers here.
Whoa.
As Romita Senior can draw them. This is the art portion is what you're seeing there on vellum, and then since this was Marvel triple action and this was a reprint book, they reprint Daredevil 20 story and a Doctor Strange story, and these are the actual production stats. This is the published cover from 1975. It's $12,000. I think, like, you know, given that imagery, you would be hard pressed to get a Romita cover from the 70s with that kind of content. You know, under 30 grand. So at $12,000, I think this is a real steal of a buy for somebody that's looking to put some Romita Senior into their collection. That's just, you know, Scarlet Witch is beautiful. Caps in action. I mean, they all just look fantastic. And the vellum is very good quality vellum and can actually be lightened so that it will look the same color. You know, a good restorer can actually lighten that up, and this will look flawless. And In fact, that's probably, if it doesn't sell, that's probably what I'm going to do, is have it fixed up. So anyway, that's that is my.
Are the Avengers a stat on that? What I didn't hear.
The Avengers? No, the Avengers that's all original art. That's all original art on vellum.
Okay, good. That's what
yeah.
Somebody had asked, and want to make sure to clarify that.
It has, to answer Marcus's question, it has been cleaned, but what a good restorer can do is they can put sort of a white board behind it so that the color of the vellum actually matches the board. Gordon Chrisman is really great at doing that kind of thing. He's done that for me before, and so you can actually enhance the visual beauty of the piece even more than where it is now.
So yeah, just to clarify, because there still seems to be a couple questions about that. The Avengers are the only original art on that cover,
right?
But those that are familiar with 70s covers, I mean, you know, someone said, well, it's a third of a cover, but most of those covers, the way they're designed, I mean, the most art you're going to have on them is 2/3 of it. If those other sections were Romita, it would be a higher price, no doubt.
Oh my God, yeah, that would be like, you know, $30,000-$40,000 cover.
Yeah, I mean, pages are, you know, but anyway, just another reminder: subscribe and like, subscribe and like. Bechara, let's move on to your last piece.
Okay. Mine is, I tried to bring out an Avengers page that I really adored and I was holding on to because I'm a big fan of Wanda and the Vision, but I thought I would break it out this time.
Is that WandaVision?
Yeah, WandaVision. That's right. Yeah, I was way ahead of them with my love for them. And with Quicksilver on the page, with action, these pages are, I think they're just wonderful. It's a great storyline, one of the best storylines from the Avengers from this early period. You know, I'm a big fan. So you know, I brought one of my favorite pages from that period, and of course the emotion of Wanda, you know that has for the Vision and the pain that.
And you have a claim. Congratulations and thank you, Michael.
Yeah. Good job, Michael. It's a good one. You'll enjoy that.
Okay, a couple things. So I just want to go back. Steve Crow asks, original stats are new, Glenn, on the Romita cover.
So those are the original stats. Those are all the original stats.
Okay.
I believe the Doctor Strange image might have been replaced, but everything else is like the logo and the Daredevil portion are all original.
And Marcus beat me to it. Thank you. Joel was saying that the comments are way ahead of the video, and yes, I would have suggested try and hit refresh. Could be any number of technical issues. But let's move on to your final piece.
Okay, so Mike Mignola is a hottie, and especially when he's drawing Hellboy, and especially when he's drawing a cover that has Hellboy and his dad Satan on it. This is an unpublished cover, but with the dramatic black backgrounds, it's just truly a beautiful cover. Why they didn't use this, I have no idea. But I mean, it's far better than a lot of the published covers that I've seen out there. I recently got 2 covers in a trade. One I sold, and this is the one that I have left. It's $13,000. It's from 2018, and it's a beauty. There's Hellboy. There he is, and there you have it. That is my my 10.
You know that's the tough thing about unpublished, and I think we discussed this, is that sometimes an unpublished image is actually better than a lot of published, as you just said, and sometimes it makes it tough to price. I had a set of Pollard Thor covers that was the published and unpublished from the same issue, and the published did sell first, but everyone agreed the unpublished was clearly better, and
Right.
it sold later for, I think, just about the same price, maybe exactly the same price.
The other thing is I've been putting up pages for like $7,500, like panel pages, and they've been moving. So I mean, here you have like, I mean, this is a full image, and it's on 11 by 17 board, and it's just a beautiful Mignola.
And somebody asked, "Are unpublished just a commission?" That was pretty funny.
No,
they know.
No. This was intended to be a published cover, and for whatever reason, the powers that be decided to go in a different direction. This is not a commission piece.
It was commissioned by Dark Horse to be a cover, and then it wasn't.
And sometimes they're very similar to the published cover.
Yeah.
Very close. Some are extremely close, and so sometimes they're appealing in that respect also.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, Bechara, since you started us off, let's do a rundown with the pieces of yours. I think they are all available except for your final piece. So if we can run those down briefly, and
should I do all of them in a row? Is that how we're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No problem. Just to let you know, there's a few that I mean, I was taking a look at the pricing and some things that I can't replace. So I'll let you know what I can do on any individual piece. So the first one, the zombie piece, actually that was supposed to be $750. I think I misspoke and said $795. But those zombie, they're people that collect this title because of the zombie by Alcala, and the best I can do is $650 on this one. So just to let you know, I know I said $795 before, but this one I double checked. $650 is what I can do on Alcala's zombie from 1974. So
that's true. We did have you down for $750. I thought maybe you changed your mind on the price.
Yeah, I don't know why. I misspoke and I said $795. So sorry about that. But $650 is my best I can do on that particular piece. There we go. The next piece will be the Layton piece. That's just. Do I have much room on that? 700. I really don't have too much room on pages from this is the last page of the story. $700. The conclusion of what happens. You got all the ants. You got the action. It's a wonderful piece for the price point of 700.
Listen, you do not have to apologize with some of the prices we've seen. This is what you can do on it, and that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I can do more, and I try to, yeah. All right, the next one. Oh, I don't have much room on this one either. Zatanna, Dillion, and a wonderful Green Arrow, $895. That is it. And even that, I'm not too. So, but $895, wonderful page with Zatanna and Green Arrow, wonderful action shot. The arrows coming at you, 70s. That's somebody will be happy with this particular page. I don't know if there's any. Oh, the DC guys out there, but there you go on that one. Let's go to the next one. Don't have much.
I love
room.
that last panel.
Yeah, don't have much room. Fu Manchu, the movie. What's going on. 1300 is that's it on that. Also, battling his dad. Especially what's all the popularity of the movie. That's so at 1300 by Zeck. this is available for that price. So there you go there. The next one is the Batman page. Did I move it? I think I did. Okay. Well, I don't need to have it up. It's 1850. 1700 is what I could do on that one. So I have a few pages with Batman in every panel, but I only have a few, and this is one of them. So so having Batman in every panel by Aparo at 1700, someone should be happy with that.
You have an offer that has come in from Michael Lovitz, who there is a debate going on whether he should be Mike Lovitz, ML, Michael Lovitz. You know, I've always called him Michael or refer to him as Lovitz, but he did offer 1700 for the Layton Marvel Comics Presents and the Zeck Shang-Chi Master of Kung Fu page. So right now you have them reduced to 2000. He offered 1700.
I have them. I'm sorry.
You have them at 700 and 1300. 2000. He's making an offer for the pair.
So it's the
Ant-Man and the Shang-Chi.
Oh, it's the Ant-Man at what was my lowest on that?
7 is
right?
Yeah, you have it at 7.
The Shang-Chi at 1300
and 13. So 2000, he's offering you 1700.
Yeah, I'm on the Shang-Chi. That's really from what I got it for. That's really tight there. So 13. Even if I did 6 on that, I could do 19 because on the Shang-Chi, I'm really tight on that. Then that is the lowest. So I can bring another 100 down for him if he's buying 2. 1900 for the 2.
Okay. So there you have it to Mr. Lovitz for the next, I don't know, little while, 1900, and then after that, if anyone else wants to jump in. But for the next, let's say 30 seconds, only offer to Michael, and then after that, anyone.
9 seconds for Michael.
Well, he's right here. He'll you know.
That's almost splitting the difference, Michael. That's almost splitting the difference. Especially that Master of Kung Fu I have. Yeah. All right, next one. I can do 1800, but we'll understand if you have to pass. Hold on. Let me flip a coin.
Oh, come on. You're going to flip the coin against your...
No, it's going to be a N is no, and
oh my goodness.
Y is yes.
Okay, so but we got to move on, though. We want to get off the air.
Yes.
By a certain time.
He gets it. I flipped
okay. So 1800 for the pair.
So he got it.
Okay.
Y had it. So there you go. 1800 for the 2.
Congratulations and thank you, Michael.
Thanks,
Michael.
Michael.
Playing the game. All right. What's the next one?
Moving on. Your 6th piece in the Days of the Mob.
Yes.
And Rich, sorry, Michael did get that, but we do appreciate the offer.
Rich came in at what?
600. So same price. It wouldn't matter.
No, I'm only kidding.
I know you're kidding.
I don't care. This at 2400 is the best I'm doing on this this Kirby piece. It's a half splash. There's no chance of me replacing this at this price even. So I already know I can't replace this at this price. So at 2400, I know somebody will be happy with this, and yeah, I can't replace that one. So 2400 is the best on that.
Okay.
Your
Colan Dracula
piece 2300. I can do on the Dracula. It's gorgeous. I had it framed up. It looks great framed up. If you're a fan of Gene,
you should mention that it's oversized. That it's
really oversized. Yeah,
that's like the size of a twice up cover, 13 by 20, roughly.
Yeah, exactly. So that is a wonderful piece if you're a Colan, the transformation. It's got everything. The bats, the girl. So 2300 for somebody, not a problem. Okay, going on.
Yep.
and the the Black Widow page, Avengers, 42. We can do 42 on that. Those pages are becoming more and more expensive, and they still look reasonable for 60s twice up early Avengers, especially with the Black Widow being as popular as she is. Somebody will well, I keep on saying somebody out there in the world of collecting. So there you go, 4,200. I'm able to do on that.
And if I can just go back for a second, our friend Jordan asked a question. What was the reduced price on the Aparo page? It was 1,700.
17, yeah, 1,700 on the Aparo Batman page. What do we have? Oh, I don't have much room on this one either. It'll be a $200, a page like that. I'd rather wait. 5,300 is the least I'll do on that. It's just it's a courtesy discount on that one only, because pages like this from Marvel just don't come around.
No, it's understandable. I've seen a lot of Hulk pages, and that is a standout for Trimpe.
Yeah, that's Action 5,300 from 1972 Trimpe. I mean, or from what's going to happen in the future with these pages from Hulk, somebody should be happy with 5,300 for that page. All right, I think is that it for me?
Real quick, Jordan has an offer of $1,500 for the Aparo page. He wants to do it in time payments of $500 time payments.
Sorry, Jordan. That's already from 1850s. Really, the 1,700 is the best I can do, and I'm happy to do extended time payments with you. And then give you an extra month, but at 1,700, that's really the best I can do on that page.
Okay, so he can ponder that.
Sure.
Thank you, Glenn. We're going to move on over to you with your actually the
That's my first piece.
the Skyhawks. The Skyhawks daily was his first piece by Gil Kane. There you go.
Here we go. So first, I have to apologize for hitting the dislike button 9 times. I was just fooling around, and I hope you guys will forgive me.
Okay.
At any rate, so this wonderful Gil Kane daily, which, as I mentioned, is like 11 by 17. It's like a full size thing. $300 for Gil Kane in 1979, just phenomenal. Today only, I will pay you. No, today only, I will do $200 on this piece. I can't. It's like it basically is like paying you to buy it at that price. So the first person to claim it at 200. Shocking if it doesn't get claimed, but I'll sell it for more someday. Anyway, there we are. People just don't like original art if they don't claim that for 200.
I think Aaron just claimed that. If you can just clarify. Well, it's the only piece, but
okay.
Aaron will just take it, whatever it is.
All right, thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron.
That was
Congratulations.
a really smart purchase.
And Mike
Glenn
came in right behind him.
Okay. All right. So unfortunately, on this piece, I have no room at all. So I'm going to hold on this piece. I can be a deal maker on other pieces, but this one I have to stick at 350. I think it's a bargain at 350.
That is fine.
If anyone wants it, 350 is where we have to be on this puppy. So, so the Wrecker page, just a great Wrecker image, Herb Trimpe. I can go to $400 on this page.
Okay.
So say $400 for a page from 1989, which is almost the 90s. We're very close to the 90s, and if only he had drawn this a year later, this would be.
And you have a claim, Samuel. Congratulations.
Great. Thank you, Samuel.
Thank you.
It's a great piece.
Oh man, they were coming in.
Um,
Claims were coming in on that one.
all right. So the Aunt May origin page, when she's first bitten by the radioactive spider.
Oh, we have the wrong piece up there. Yeah.
We had it a second ago. It was up here a second ago. There we are.
That's the what if? Yes, the what if page.
Yeah,
there we go.
The what if page. Alan Cooperberg. I can go to $550.
Wow.
On this page.
Didn't expect that.
So
I'll claim that.
$50 for just what if. Phenomenal page.
It doesn't sell. I'm buying that one.
I might buy it myself. So, all righty. That would be that one.
Somebody offered you 500.
I can't do 500, but thank you for the offer.
Doesn't stop. That's funny.
So here we have the Peter Parker, A Day in the Life of Peter Parker by Alex Saviuk from Web of Spider-Man Annual 3. I can reduce this to $1,500. $1,500 is the lowest I can go on this phenomenal 1987 piece of artwork here.
Okay.
So that is that piece. And the Marvel Adventures Spider-Man 20 cover with the terrific content, Cameron Stewart. You know what? Maybe why don't I just pull it up, pick it up, and then you can really see how great this is. So I am willing to do $2,200 on this cover.
22. Okay.
Just a really terrific piece. And
you just have your 9th and 10th pieces.
right. So the triple action cover, Romita Senior. I'm going to hold at $12,000 on this one. I just, I just think it's a bargain, and this can be restored to look, the vellum can be restored to be bone white, just like the rest of the cover. And I don't know where else you're going to get that image by Romita Senior on a 1975 #1 giant size Marvel triple action cover for at this price level. So I think it's priced to sell at $12,000.
It is. Hey, and if I can just say real quick before you do your last piece, because we're going to jump off soon because we're really trying to keep it under 1 hour. But I appreciate all the positivity from the likes of Nick and Fred and Alberto and Michael and Jordan. And if I'm missing anybody, please forgive me. I'm trying to read the comments and keep up with my own duties here. But we appreciate the positivity, and I wholeheartedly agree. We want to expand the community and support. We're not here to take away. We're here to add to the whole community. So the more of these shows, the better for the buyers, whether you know that or not. But just wanted to say that real quickly. Glenn, please continue.
Okay, so with the Mignola Hellboy and Hell Omnibus unpublished cover, I can knock $1,000 off and make it $12,000.
Okay.
But I think that is really my bottom line. So okay. I mean, I just think it's given what's going on with Mignola today, to get a piece like that, I don't see it going for less than 12.
I cannot disagree. Double negative. just use double negatives in my sentence, not in my attitude. If anyone, so we want to, our producer Kay, if you could put up the information for our deal makers. So if anyone has claimed anything tonight, please reach out to your respective deal makers. Real quick, Bechara, you have a offer of 600 on your zombie page. I think you had it down to 650. And also just a reminder, as you ponder that for a second, also, if you can still put that up, Kay, just a reminder that any unclaimed artwork, we're going to try something different here, is going to be on our Facebook page for about 24 hours. I'm not going to get it up within, 5 minutes of the show being over, but it will be up tonight. And, for about 24 hours. So till, let's say, midnight Monday, you can reach out to our Facebook page and grab any unclaimed art. But again, Bechara, if you have a quick answer.
Yeah, he can have it for 600.
Okay, so Andrew, congratulations. 600. And on that note, we appreciate you tuning in, everyone. We realize Sunday night, it is football season. But thanks again for tuning in. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Sunday, I believe it's October 3rd at 8 p.m. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. Going forward, we're going to announce shows, if we can, by the month. We're going to average about 2 a month. But, don't hold us to that exactly. There could be times where it's 1. There could be times where it's 3. But just based upon everybody's schedule, convention schedules, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for presenting. Have a good night, everyone.